Hello, Kayla here, and welcome back to another Life Talks with Caitlin. And I know, guys, I am finally back. I make my return to Life Talks with Caitlin, and I got a banger for you guys today. So stay tuned. So, guys, today's topic is going to be about Christian or just teen dating. That's what today's topic is. So, first off, we're going to start talking about what is dating. So, as children, now as teenagers, we believe dating is you do homework together, you go to the movies, out to eat, going to school dances, school games, etc. together. One-on-one, a boy and a girl together. You guys are going out, you're hanging out with each other, and then, it starts feeling a little special, right? And then, but it's not like an engagement or marriage, it's just like going steady, And since you guys have done all these things together, you start feeling this sense of entitlement, like you don't do this with any other girl, so that means that we're like an item now, like you have to tell me everything you do all the time, and that's exhausting for us as teenagers. So that's what I want to talk about with dating. So the thrill of being liked is my next subsection. And I have a couple of notes here if you see me looking down. So the thrill of being liked by a person of the opposite sex has a huge effect on a young Christian or a young teen when they find out that someone likes them or is attracted to them. They lose all sense of morals. That is so true. And a button where you just want to be with that one person. So in high school, the age of 16, 17, 15, you're definitely not mature enough to be talking about handling being in a relationship, right? If you think about it, we may think that we're mature, but we really have no experience with this stuff at all, right? And I believe that it's so cool because it's so cool that I'm talking about this today, because I know personally I was just like what I just read to you guys about being liked. If I know that this person likes me and I'm just like, I just turn off everything else. Like, what's going on, Caitlin? Like, girl, stay focused, right? So the next section I really want to talk about is, alright guys, we gotta talk about it. Let's just talk about sex. So in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verse 2, Paul says, because of the temptation to sexual immorality, each man should have his own wife and woman a husband. So sex was intended for marriage only. Sex was intended for marriage only. And the Bible states that clearly here in 1 Corinthians 7 and 2. So it really does teach us it clearly here, you guys. But we live in a society where premarital sex is like the thing. Like, it's okay, like it's welcome, as long as it's like consensual and it's not rape, right? But that contradicts the word of God and what Paul was talking about, because he knows that we as Christians we struggle with, he knows that the temptations will come, right? But we gotta fight through, we can't give in to the temptation, right? So he knows, so he's telling y'all, wait till marriage to have sex, because that is what God intended it for, right? Right. So my next subsection is, it is rare. And what is rare, Caitlin? I'm about to tell you guys. So it is rare to find people who dated in high school sweethearts, to still being married and together today. Because if you think about it, as you see like these grown-ups that you see maybe in your church, or just like like family friends that they've been together since high school, remember they are an older generation. And back then it was a custom, and it was like their habits and like what they did, maybe in their country, or even back in the day here, for girls to get married at a young age. So they only got married at a young age because they had to, So lastly, I just want to talk about falling in love. So, falling in love is a beautiful thing. And what makes it so great is that God has blessed it, and He will honor it. So the thing He's going to honor is the marriage, right? So, if you turn that into a high school pastime with many, many relationships, you're robbing yourselves of the very best you can have so early in your life. So personally, moral of this, you guys, I do not think that we should necessarily date, that comes with the like sex, premarital sex, and just being with each other all the time, because that is so much stress, and we're honestly not mature to be making those type of decisions at this age about children, and it's just too much to worry about as kids, So guys, that's all that I have for you guys today. If you really like this, share it with some of your teens, some of your Christian teens, and your just teens. Just share it with everybody. Get the word out, because, yes, you guys need to know about this stuff. We need to talk about it. And if you'd like me to do a part 2, I'll go even deeper with this subject, right? So guys, I have a very big announcement. If you're not already following my TikTok and you haven't seen my video, I posted a blast out calling all of my Florida TikTokers, my Christian Florida TikTokers. We're all going to come together and we're going to collaborate and do so many TikToks, I'm so excited about what I want to do. It really excited me because I was like, having teen TikToks just flooded, Christian style, flooding the For You page is just all I really want to see, and I just want to collaborate and meet new friends. I can't wait to meet so many new friends at this. So I will definitely give you guys more detail, but all of my social medias are down in the description below. Go follow me, go connect with me on all my social medias. I am so active on my TikTok now. I'm like obsessed with it, guys. And I am so active on Instagram, and you can go follow me on all my other social medias that I have linked down below, because I will answer you. I promise, I promise, I promise. And guys, TikTok is actually how I got my inspiration for today's video. Crazy, right? So I saw this TikTok, and this boy, he came on there, and he was like, high schoolers at my school complaining about being single. And then the funny part was the second part. He was just standing there, and the caption was like, bro, y'all be worried about the wrong relationship, because that is so true. First of all, before we even talk about dating, because dating should lead directly into marriage, point blank period. You're dating to be married, to get engaged, to get married, to start your life together, because that's the person God intended for you to be with, right? If it's God ordained, right? So I think that it was so hilarious to me, because we need to be worried about our relationship with God and making sure that we're right with God, and that we have God's heart, and that we're together, we have our stuff together with Him, before we go dragging anybody else in it, because we just need to make sure that we have that relationship together before we start talking about the worldly relationship, right? Alright guys, so that is all I have for you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. It feels so great to be back, and I'm so excited about today's topic. But until we meet again, see you later, kids. Bye.